Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to Cloud Test Lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
When you want to package it, what is packaging? Creating a bar or jar file, right? So what do? Maven package. When we do Maven package, folks, the target folder was empty, right? It bundles and it keeps in the target folder. See, this is a jar file that it is created because I've specified the version as this. If I change the version, it gets created with a different version. Instead of 001 snapshot, if I say latest snapshot, it gets created with the latest snapshot and it is bundling it as a jar file. If you see this, did you write anything in this, or do you have anything like and, right? It's a very small XML file which is doing internally everything for you, right? And it's very easy. It's very little effort. If I could do all this in less than 10 minutes, folks, isn't it? Setting up the website.
So
right? Yes,
if
Manoj.
we are using log4j, do we need to mention the dependency in this file?
Yes, exactly.
And if you're using Spring, we need to mention
Specify the dependency, exactly. So if I'm using this log4j, right, the group ID is log4j, the artifact, I just gave here in the document as an example for adding log4j dependency, right? So what you need to do, you could just, copy this dependency and put it here. You don't need to do that also. You just go to this dependency, you just add here, and I want to add it as the group ID is JUnit, and this is JUnit, and what is the version? 1.2.1, right? Right, let's say, it's log4j, I'm sorry. Actually, I can see the artifact ID as well, right? And I'm saying it is compiled. The default scope is compiled, right? I saved it. You see? It came for you right here.
So if we are using Spring, like ORG Spring, or
Yes.
whatever it is.
Yes, if you just
We
go
need
to Google and just Spring Maven dependency, it gives you what is the artifact access.
Oh, okay.
And we just need to add it as a dependency, like different artifacts, in-house for ORM, and all those things. You just need to know the artifact ID, group ID, artifact ID, and what is the version that you want. Let's say, folks, instead of this log4j 1.2.1, if I want a different version, what do I need to do? I just go here and I just need to change the version of it. That's all. When I added it, you see it as one more dependency. Few people find the design one comfortable to do that, and people will just do a copy paste and change it. Either it's your preference to do it.
So is it like we need to create Maven project each time? Or it's like if I already have a project, I want to write a script for that one?
Yes. See, let's say you were an architect of the project. You created a Maven project. When I come as a developer, I want to create a new project altogether. I write my own modules, I write my own test cases here, and it just takes care. Let's say if I'm using something new, right? Let's say I'm using a HTTP client for the consumption of a REST-based web service, Apache HTTP client, right? What I put? the project and everything had already been set up by you. I just come over here and add my own dependencies here. That's all.
No, if I have project already developed, and I can add script anytime after development of project also. What about Maven? If I
Yes,
already have
you
project,
can do at any time, but when you're doing it, you have to organize it, keeping all your code in SRC main Java application code and all your test skills in SRC test Java. That's what you need to do.
yeah, but it will be difficult, right? Because naming convention here is different, like src/main/java or something like that.
Yeah, it's a naming convention that it has. Maven comes with some conventions, whereas and doesn't.
Well, that's what I'm trying to ask. Because if we already have a developed project, and okay, let's.
But you read the benefits of it. If you see, I mean, folks, you have seen, right? I have written so much of and script. Maybe, I'm talking more towards Maven. I have personal inclination for. But if you observe it, right, the and script, you have mentioned so many, it's verbose, or it's not about being verbose. Once it's written, it doesn't matter if it is verbose. You have to write so much of script to achieve the same thing what Maven does, right? You have to create different targets, achieve all those things. Wherein whatever targets that are needed are already defined as goals by Maven, like the compile, right? So yes, the test, package, all these things, they are already defined as goals by Maven. You don't need to write anything to do that, which you have to when you are using AND.
I think the Maven is easier, right? If you know the syntax, everything, then it's easy to just to specify the few.
Yes, it takes 10 minutes for me to do a Maven project. Not even that, right? I just say the few mouses, I create a project, I went on here. I did setup of the Maven. And right, as you have seen, I've bundled it also. It's just a simple Maven package. And folks, just we're running out of time. There is a Maven install. What it does is it packages and it copies to the repository also. In the repository, you have this repository. Folks, what is my package here? com.h2k. Sorry, here it's com. So when I go here in the repository, you see that's getting copied. When you say install, we haven't said it now, but when you say install, right, in this, when I say package, what it happens, it bundles it into a jar file, whatever it has to say. We asked it to bundle it into a packaging is jar. So it does it. But when you say Maven install, it packages and it copies to your repository. So, you see, it is installing to my repository, com, Maven 1, Maven project 1, and, inside that it is copying it. Yes, Joseph. Whenever you want to convert an existing project to Maven, you have to reorganize the Java file, putting them into SRC in Java, you test cases into SRC test Java, and like when you have some resources, all the configuration files, we keep it in the SRC main resources. It has to be organized.
It's easy in AND then, just like a script.
You have to see, even if your project is not organized, you have to tell and this is where my source code is. After compilation, keep my classes here. We have to specify all this to AND. Even we have to specify the var and all these things, right?
No, for the
personal preference.
No, for an existing project, if you want to do something, it's easy in AND because you have thousands of classes in a project. And
yes.
If you want to arrange
that you have thousands of classes. You could just create an SRC main Java and keep all the packages in the SRC main Java. How much an effort is that? There should be some folder or wherein you have all your packages, right? Just copy all the packages and put it in a SASE main Java. Right? You just create a SASE main Java folder and just move all your packages into a SASE main Java. That's all. All your test cases into a SASE test Java. And that's it.
So you mean all the existing, like let's say if I have some old project and just copy all the Java file under that main Java, and that
Yes.
we don't need to do anything else.
Need to do anything else.
Okay.
It's just
Another thing is, so we need to compile these like through the command line every time. Maven compiler, those things.
No, see, when you have the Maven plugin box, if you just want to update the dependency, right? You want to add dependency, update the dependency. You can just do a compile from here also. When you just do a project clean, when you want to build a specific project, when it does, it actually, do it from Eclipse. But why we do it from command prompt is sometimes these IDEs have some issues. I mean, now it is like updated dependencies very fast. Sometimes when you have like huge workspace, it takes time to update the dependencies. It still seems to give you compilation error and all that. That's the reason we just do it with command, through the command prompt. You see? Maven build, Maven clean, generative process, install. You could do all that. That's everything, right? You see, it's downloading this jar file and all those things. You could just do it from here. Just what we do with and we just we could do Maven build, Maven clean, generate. Folks, whenever we use like the install and all those things, we do a clean also. Just whenever you want to do an install, right? We say Maven clean install, so that it, whatever there in the target, it just deletes and freshly do a compile and it packages it and it does install it into the repository. And I mean, using an SCM, we could actually using an SCM, we could actually specify, okay, this is the path where this project is binded in the repository, like an SCM also. We could bind it and say all that. And if you want to copy to a different, repository than your local, right? We could specify that in distributed management, we could specify a repository. And for this repository access, we need to make the changes in settings.xml file. There is a settings.xml file, wherein if you want to access your repository, right, it has to provide the credentials and authentications for it, which we do in the settings.xml file. Yeah, these are different scopes wherein we provide the dependencies.
Maven looks easy than Angular.
Yes, at least for me, it is.
I tried to migrate some project for Maven, and it was very hard for me. That's